Hi, my name is Oliver Asis, and I want to talk to you guys today about a couple things to consider to carry in your day pack, just so you're prepared and to also help your ambassadors throughout their experience at seminar. So let's begin. So one of the things that I found really helpful last year being a facilitator was to kind of carry just a few extra supplies that the ambassadors or your J staff might need at any given moment during the seminar. And I always thought, let me carry these things and be prepared. So one of the things that I love to carry, or that I provided my ambassadors and J staff, was a notebook. A notebook where they can write some thoughts, ideas, or when a speaker gives some reference, they can easily jot that down in a notebook. I chose field notebooks because they were a little bit smaller and they were pocket sized, and so it's easy enough for them to carry and it doesn't take a lot of room. You can get some of these really inexpensively. I bought these from Amazon, so I got a pack of 12 and it didn't cost me too much. But you can also go to 99-cent store and just get a couple notebooks as well. It's just I found it really easy for them to write and also jot down their thoughts, and as well as write notes to each other. In addition to notebooks, equally you'll need a writing utensil. So I also got a little box of like 15 or 12 pens to go along, so therefore if they don't have a writing utensil handy, you have it for them and you can give it to them to write down notes or anything. And you can also kind of save a little bit in staff and helping them get some notes out. So a notebook and a pen I found really helpful. So in addition to these two items, I also found that carrying little self-packaged candies helps really well. Obviously these are not the candies I would carry. Jolly Ranchers and mint work really well. Since we have a smaller group, it's usually better just to kind of get like maybe a handful, like a little bag of it. You don't really need a huge bag of it. Last year I got like a 2-pound bag of mint and that took forever to go through. So just maybe 1 or 2 little candy bags work really well. These are great when you see one of your ambassadors or yourself just kind of like slightly dozing off. After lunch tends to happen, or early in the morning, just kind of give them a nudge and say, hey, do you want a mint or do you want a Jolly Rancher? And usually that gives them a little bit of something to kind of keep them awake. But yeah, so consider carrying little bags of candy. That works really well. Also, what I found helpful is a bottled water. Last year I carried 2 bottles of these, or 2 bottles in my bag, and this just provided some opportunities for them to have at least some beverage or water that they can drink when getting up wasn't appropriate, or when they wanted water and kind of do that. So I carry 2 of these in my bag always. Definitely hydration is key when we're at seminar. It is warm, so keeping them hydrated and having a source of water for them that's convenient, like a water bottle in your backpack, helps really well. Equally, if you wanted, you can also carry just like a canteen water bottle and fill that up in the morning and just kind of use that. You can either use that for yourself or share it, but I found that carrying a water bottle works really well, at least 2 unopened water bottles in your backpack. And lastly, the other thing that I thought was a cool thing to kind of carry around is some type of recording device. Your phone works really well. I brought my point and shoot as well as my big cameras with me to seminar, and it just provided some opportunities for you to photograph things for them to remember, because a lot of the ambassadors are kind of into the program, but it's also great for them to kind of get a few pictures and doing all that. And so as you are their facilitator, you get a little bit more moments to photograph them. So a point and shoot and all that, and you do have the option. One of the things I did last year to kind of personalize it a little bit more was I brought my portable printer to write thank you notes, or to kind of give them, so therefore they have it already. But you don't have to do that. That was just my personal spin to do that. But the media team does a great job in documenting but this is just a little other way to kind of make it a little bit more personal for your group. But yeah, those are a few things. So just to kind of reiterate, a notebook and a pen works really great for them to jot notes and to kind of share with them. Candy to kind of help keep them, you know, fed, entertained, awake, whatever works really well. Candy works things to keep the hydration levels up and to provide some beverage, 2 bottles of water in your backpack, and maybe something personal like a point and shoot camera to kind of document moments that you think would work well and that you can share with your group as well. So those are the few items. So I would say think of some items that you could bring to seminar that can prepare you for any situation. Maybe even bandages or any of that stuff for minor cuts and stuff. But yeah, those are things I thought worked really well last year as a facilitator, just kind of being prepared, just to make sure that everyone had a great experience. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in a couple of months. And so yeah, so that's what I have for you, just things to think about, to be prepared and to carry along with you in your day pack. All right. Thanks for listening. Laters.